Doma Sports Talk Worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, I'm going to make this quick. You know, if you're in the supermarket and a mother's trying to shop and her baby is crying and crying and crying, maybe 3-4 years old, maybe all the way up to 6-7 years old, just crying, want something, got a lollipop in their mouth already, but want something else, keep crying. How do you feel? What do you think should happen? Or if the lady, the kid's crying the whole time and then all of a sudden the lady slaps the hell out of the kid to shut up. How do you feel? Some of us feel like if the kid gets slapped the hell out of, yeah, little man, you shut your little butt up. You can't just act a fool in public. Others would be like, well, hey, you can't do anything to the kid. You just let them act up and keep giving them what they want. Right? So, that's Ryan Garcia in the boxing world. Ryan Garcia seems to me to be like a spoiled brat who got what he wants. Yeah, he's going to get the Gervonta Tank Davis fight right now. And or at least we see they've announced a fight that's not even next, which is ridiculous. Are we going to fall for the same thing with Ryan Garcia? He always announced fights, if it's Pacquiao, if it was Gervonta Davis before, and it didn't happen. So why are we caring that Ryan Garcia is in a fight not even next? Ridiculous in the boxing world. And it's gotten so bad that Ryan Garcia has been interviewed from ESPN. Now, my point here is Ryan Garcia is not a champion, right? Not a champion. Was the mandatory challenger for Devin Haney and did not take the fight. Why the hell is he on ESPN? And Demetrius Andrade has never been. Never seen him in any high-profile interviews on mainstream TV. You know why? Because he's the guy who's been campaigning forever to fight Canelo Alvarez. As the champion, and Canelo was the mandatory. As a champion with a belt who would have been enable Canelo to become undisputed in the middleweight division and get his highest payday ever, $40 million. That guy was not ever on ESPN. So he could tell his story of how bad he's been trying to fight what people were calling ESPN's #1 pound for pound. He's the one who was told that got Canelo Alvarez scared of him, right? He had belts every time. If I'm the champion, that means I have a belt. Canelo should want that as his mandatory. Didn't have to take it. Waited till Liam Smith was. I have the belt, the last one you need in the middleweight division. Was able to call him a horrible fighter, right? Horrible fighters don't have belts for years and tenure with the belts and can't get fights against great fighters. And then the same thing that's going on. I told you, how the hell was I able to tell you that Canelo was going to fight John Ryder over a year and a half ago? When John Ryder fought Daniel Jacobs and they gave him that fight, even though he lost, I knew that was because they were grooming him to be Canelo's next opponent. And he's going to fight Canelo if he does decent in the fight against there's a Parker guy. Not Joseph Parker, but the other guy, Zach Parker. If he does good against him, they're going to give him the fight. If he does mediocre against him, they're going to give him a fight. This is who Canelo wants to fight. He's short enough for Canelo, and he doesn't have that much punching power. Perfect for Canelo, right? This guy, Ryan Garcia, should not be on national TV, and champions aren't. That's my whole issue. If the ESPN would have invited Demetrius Andrade so he could tell this story nationally, that everybody understands that, we wouldn't have all these shenanigans. But they don't. That's why ESPN is always suspect for me. I've seen my boy Ryan Garcia on there. I'm like, see, that's not supposed to happen. Don't have nothing against Ryan Garcia. It's against the industry. Guys, I'm out of here. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.